What is the credit score I need to be approved for a home loan? This is a question that easily frustrates future home buyers because they think we can just answer something like 640 and that's all they need to know. Hi, I'm Kyle No with the First United team brokered by eXp Realty. I'm going to give you a brief overview today about how our buyers' credit scores impact the home loan approval process and why it is so important that a buyer's credit is thoroughly reviewed early in the home buying process. Many potential buyers have a lot of credit anxiety, even fears, and that is one of the major reasons why many people interested in home ownership just never quite ever get the keys to their very own home. But this is so important that I consider helping a buyer with understanding and improving their credit as one of the most important things that I can do. While credit can be a roadblock to initial loan approval, we have found that we can help the majority of future buyers solve their credit problems, purchase a home, and actually get the keys to their very own home within 3 to 9 months of starting the home buying process. 99% of the time, the buyers know their credit scores from sources such as Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, the Experian app, some credit card app, maybe even a car dealer. Then I will explain the many different credit scoring models and how much credit scores can vary from the many different sources. Most people usually aren't aware that there are as many as 10 or more kinds of credit scores from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and that the only 3 mortgage credit scores that are used for making, processing, and approving home loans are the scores that the credit reporting company that your lender uses. The home loan lenders use what they refer to as your middle score. For example, if your 3 credit scores are 643, 626, and 595, your middle score is 626. It's not an average of your 3 scores, it's the score that is in the middle. Very few home lenders will approve buyers with a middle score that is less than 600. However, I have seen some buyers get approved with middle scores as low as 560 for an FHA or VA loan, but that is very unusual. And to get approved for a home loan with those lower scores will usually require a 5 to 10% down payment, even on a VA loan. Getting a home loan also requires more than just the required middle score. Lenders don't like to see any monthly payments that have been 30 days late in the last 12 months. Unpaid judgments, tax liens, and defaulted student loans are also not allowed. Medical collections are not usually a problem, but unpaid collections, especially if they're recent, within the last 2 years or so, can be a problem when you're applying for a home loan. The amount of reserves that a buyer has available can also impact loan approval significantly. Reserves will include the current balances a buyer has in their checking account, savings account, investment or retirement funds, including 401ks, IRAs, 403bs, TSC accounts. The reserves seem to be especially important when the debt-to-income ratio is high, when credit scores are on the lower end for approval, and when down payment assistance funds or grants are being used for the down payment. After a buyer's credit report is reviewed, then we generally know which home loan programs they may be eligible for at this time and which programs just won't work at this time without the buyer improving their credit and raising their credit scores. At times, raising the scores might be as simple as paying down some credit card balances, paying off a credit account, or even paying off a past collection. We have been helping buyers analyze their credit and improve their credit scores for over 20 years now, and while we may not be experts, we have a lot of positive experience helping people manage their credit and make the improvements that need to be made to get them approved for a great home loan. Thanks for watching our video today. If you have any further questions, or if you'd like us to help you get pre-approved for a home loan, just call us for one of those 15-minute phone conversations that you have heard me talk about so much before. Maybe it's time for you to get a little credit guidance so you can move forward with your home purchase and get rid of those nagging fears that you may have about your credit. Just give me a call at 405-210-5319 for your 15-minute phone conversation. I hope you have a great day out there. Bye-bye.